Hello, hello. It is day 6 of going over the top 10 oils. So we did 5 oils last week, and now we're on day 6 of the top 10 oils as part of the Essential Oils Made Easy series that I'm doing. Basically breaking down an essential oils class into small chunks, and you can watch them individually or put them all together. And if you want an actual class done, you can just hit me up for some information. We can set something up. Anyway, today's oil I'm going to talk about is DIGESTZEN or ZenGest. So it has two names because in the two different warehouses where you can get doTERRA, you can get them in the Canadian warehouse as well as the US warehouse. And you'll notice that with a few oils, they have different names, and it has to do with FDA regulations and also what you can label and call things. So here we have certain criteria where you can say something is light, but if you spell it LITE, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's light in definition of what the word light to be, meaning less, not as heavy, not containing, etc. Anyway, the same sort of idea. I will give you just a little story on this one. DIGESTZEN is the US one, and ZenGest is Canadian. Just because in Canada, we can't really say that something is going to make you digest things. So we believe in not saying that. So we gave it a different name, ZenGest. It was having to do with digestion, obviously the second part, and Zen being that it, kind of makes things calm and is Zen-like. So we call it ZenGest. So anyway, clearly you can tell by what I'm describing, it has to do with digestion. And so let's just go over real quick some top 10 uses for the oil. So here, and the reason I wanted to explain that to you is because I showed you the bottle, and the bottle says ZenGest, but then my list is top 10 uses for DIGESTZEN oil. Essentially, it's the same thing. They just flipped it around, right? So number 1, clearly it's about digestion. You can put drops on the tummy, the wrists. Number 2, soothes the stomach lining. 3, you can use it for hangovers. 4, large intestine lining support. You can use it for head tension, germ destroying and cleansing, menstrual cramping, morning sickness and occasional nausea, sinus support, and number 10, lower back discomfort, which would make sense because that is kind of where your digestive organs are, your intestines are, in that lower midsection of the body. So if you're feeling some pain in the low back, it can help with that. And really just a quick story on that. I use this oil, not as much as the other oils, but I do use it specifically for 2 things. One, if I know I'm going to be eating a variety of different foods. So say like going to some sort of event and I know like buffets, like I love buffets. I will eat everything in a buffet. I will try every single thing. It's all different types of foods, but I love buffets, and that one I'll kind of eat and it won't feel the greatest. So I kind of already have my digestion just sort of ready, and I will actually rub a little bit on the tummy probably when I get home. I have on occasion, like if we go away, I will actually slip off to the washroom and I will put some on just because I know that I'm going to not feel as great if I eat a lot of varying foods and I eat a lot of them, I'm not going to lie. Because when you get a buffet, you're like, I want to get my money's worth, right? So you eat a lot. So I'll use it for that. I'm also saying that when I go away, so if we do long road trips, if we're going to a cottage or if I'm going to a fitness conference or I'm there for a couple of days, same thing, kind of eating off of my schedule, not really eating normally, like eating out more often than I would, normally making food, eating at weirder times. I just have it with me just in case. And then of course the road trip, I get a little bit of road sickness now, not as bad. But if I do want to, when I get my road sickness, I get headaches, but I also get the kind of nausea. So I use that, just put some in a roller ball and I have a rollerball kit. So I've made pretty much used all the oils, and I put them in rollerballs, and I have my own kit. You can buy them already made in rollerballs, a lot of them, and they're called touches. So you can get it pre-made, or you can make your own, and I'll actually bring those along when I go on these trips. So that's pretty much what I use DIGESTZEN for. And if you have any questions about DIGESTZEN or ZenGest, just shoot me a message and I can get some answers for you. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow.